Bradley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Jets going up against the Patriots. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are about an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
No more training camp, no more exhibitions. The 2018 NFL season on EA Sports is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They're led out by their quarterback. Started his career as a Florida Gator, finished at Louisiana Tech. It's Jeff Driscoll.
Jeff Driscoll has a good arm, but his athletic ability is the thing that really captures your eye. His ability to not just move in the pocket, but to be a part of a quarterback run game that can really break down defenses. That's what's impressive about when you see him.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Back to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And for this young rookie making his first NFL start, a moment he's been waiting for since draft day. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. He'll look to throw. Open man is Holmes. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Patriots take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
Second down following the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The New York set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. And when you can get in that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game, the effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up fourth. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now.
And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Throw left side complete. That's Hansen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Now back to throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. The Broncos have taken the early lead, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So out now come the Jets.
And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's not always as trite as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holmes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he'll take it first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And he's able to put it through. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams, and that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Holmes has got it complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 7-all is the score, and we'll return to Foxborough after this. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initials.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bronson Kaufusi coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And, Charles, they only needed a yard there. They try to pass the football. What do you think?
Well, I can't really go all out and kill them for the call, because that 3rd and 1 fake and throw it over the top for a big play, that often does work. But in this situation, the pressure got to him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, they'll be disappointed with that effort.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. With his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Patriots have taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers, or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. A handoff as they run the counter play. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Looking to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now running right through it. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And now out come the Patriots. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
The offense on third down tonight, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Here we go. Green 39.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
And New York set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open. When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he? Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
That one intended for Anquan Bolden, and it'll bring up third down. The Jets on third down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were? Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Second quarter in Cleveland. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
Walsh now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Now a handoff here to his running back. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Green, 39.
Back to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with his size coming out of the backfield, usually takes more than an arm tackle to get him down. That's why they like to get him involved in the passing game.
No doubt about it. You saw him running that angle route there and catching the ball. And with his size, not often thought to have hands, but we're hearing that more and more. Guys are doing a better job of catching the ball at any size coming out of the backfield because they need to be a full part of the offense.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And the Patriots have it.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Patriots are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Jets didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. Here we go. Let's do this. Here's your first half highlights. Jets now late in the first. Holmes is wide open down the field, and he'll go in for the touchdown. The Jets is up now by 7. Now 1st and 10. Quick pass and completion is made here, and it leads to a touchdown. Patriots tied up at 7. 1st and 10. Jeffries by himself here, and that goes as a 63-yard TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. Midway through the second quarter, they'll go with the run here, and he'll run it in from 62 yards out, as that ties things at 14 all. 2nd and 2 coming up. Driscoll's throw here goes into the end zone, and this goes 25 yards for the score. Patriots up by a touchdown.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go. 1-9.
He'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Bronson Kaufusi in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They'll set up to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Holmes. A gain of 32 that time. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely, to bring him down. That was a nice game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They're going to look to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The Jets on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 44 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. off here to his running back. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Jets on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. Here it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
About 3 yards there to the 27. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is incomplete. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
All right, here we go. Blue landed.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Delano Hill. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that'll be incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 38.
Shedding through the defense. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is fielded at the 27. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Chad Hansen, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
Cut his left. Cut his left. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Foxborough. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a nice play by the defense, but the offense can't let that one play define them. Let it go, move on, and start over again.
And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
run it now out of the gun. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. New England on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try now for Walsh. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. It's his first career game, and now he has thrown his first career interception.
So let's face it, that's very simply his welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it?
Get it out of the way, right?
Get it out of the way, and he hopes it'll be the last for this game and not too many in his career.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the fourth.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
I know all players are taught from drive to drive, from series to series, let that go, right? Only focus on the now. But when that ball was tipped in the air, there's no way they weren't thinking about the interception that was thrown on the previous drive. Could this turn into a second one? And if it did, that could really change the way this game was going. Partner's not just a little slot receivers, get a little trepidation going across the middle. Even the big guys, even guys like a tight end, they got a little concern going across there, going through the briar patch.
Maybe hearing some footsteps, getting a little gator arm. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to break up fourth. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it. And on 3rd and 15, we see the dime look, 6 DBs on the field.
Playing pass all the way. Out of bounds inside the 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, But then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility.
Let's go!
And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So the Patriots coming out now. Defensively, there's still 3 timeouts. Do you even need to use them at this point?
I think a lot of coaches do it anyway, and it seems like cosmetics to us.
Does it just send a message you're not quitting?
Send a message that you're not quitting. Let your team know you're going to battle all the way, and you're always hoping for that ultimate miracle that something will happen, you'll pick up the ball and score.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The D can only stop it 1 more time as they take the knee. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And partner.